Alright, so Professor Liu is going to teach you Chapter 2 classwork, American flag. So I need you to launch to your Eclipse right now. Okay? And File New, Java Project. And I want to call this Chapter 2 classwork underscore 4. Alright? So after you need that, finish. And make sure you do not create module. So don't create. Look for Chapter 2 classwork 2 right now and source. Right click it and new class. Alright, so I'm going to call this a View American Flag. Okay? Make sure you have public static void main. So I'm going to show you this right now. Add Java is a is object-oriented, is a true object-oriented programming. The true object-oriented programming means you don't create everything from scratch. It's more like modern life. If you want to remodel your bathroom, you really don't make your bathtub or your sink. Instead of you purchase this. So it's an organization job. So same thing here in your Java. There are plenty of work already on the internet. Most of them are free. Some of them you cost some money to do purchase it, but you need to learn how to use other people's resource because there are so many resources already there. All right, and we're going to teach you how to use this resource. So I am going to ask you to download American Flag. It's right here. Right here. So you click it, American Flag, and you right click it and save link as. And I need you to save into your 135 class, Chapter 2. And it's American Flag. You put class Chapter 2 class or American Flag. I think I already have it, so I delete it. I canceled it. Alright, so can you download it right now? So now I'm going to coming back to my Eclipse. The American Flag has to be in the same folder. Alright, so let me wait for you. So I already have my American Flag right here. So I am coming to drag it. Now make sure one thing very important when you drag it, it has to be in the same folder. Okay? So I'm coming to my 135, Chapter 2. In my classwork, I have American Flag. So once you see this, I'm just dragging into the, make sure it's in the same folder. Okay, copy here, double check, they are in the same folder. Alright, so when they are in the same folder has a problem right here, it's usually because our package. You can delete the package or you can copy the package, it doesn't matter. You can copy the package or you can delete the package. Then you do file save. The most important thing is you don't have X. You just need to get the package means you are in the same big folder. So Java is you must be in the same folder to work. Otherwise they don't recognize. So you must in the same folder. Now, before I do Chapter 3, I need you to tell you now, every picture or every product you are going to do is a class. In Java, whatever variable you needed is called private. You must have a private variable, okay? Right now you may feel confused, but chapter 3 until entire book we talk about that. You must have variable, and the variable has to be private. So when we talk about American flag, we probably need the user to let us know the height and width. Those are private. Alright, so American flag, and exactly the same name also called American flag here, and it's public. This is called constructor. We use the constructor to initialize. For example, for this one, you will see your American flag, and will allow you to be bigger. It will allow you to give a width and height. So user give 200, it will be 200 as width. User give height at 300, 300 will be height. And the component, pane component here, graphic G, or then you upgrade to two-dimensional G. All these, I did not put a lot of emphasis on these because it takes a lot of time to create a lot of time to create graph. But there are many graphic software right there, like Maya's. A lot of students 3D Studio, something like you can check everything. So all this software has a very unique part is once you finish a drawing, so the artist is doing the drawing on the computer. As soon as the artist finishes the drawing, the program will be automatically produced underneath, usually by three language, Java, Python, or C#. Usually these three language. And there are different things here, okay? So Java, Python, and C#, they automatically created. Now, if the product most likely is about graphic for the gaming program, so you saw so many gaming program on the internet, and the graphics so real, and those are high definition of graphing program. If a high definition graphing program, the underneath usually is Java or C#. Java is more popular than C# because if you C#, your customer need to pay Visual Studio fee. Then if you are working with networking, alright, so now networking is so popular right now, you want to move the thing from the server and to somewhere, you want to store this and that, so mostly it's Python. Alright, so you understand this background right now, so we're not going to pay attention too much on how you create this, but I need you to remember this right now. So public, it has to be, your graphic has to be a class, public class. And this is American flag. We extend inherit J components. Now the variable is height and width, and this is your constructor. In order to draw it is pane component. So one more time, I need you to remember three things. Your class name, okay, which one you inherit, and your private variables. Then your constructor. This is your constructor. Alright. Then you want to draw this is pane component. Pane component automatically take you to graphic G. You can upgrade to graphic 2D. Alright. So now we are going to do this right now. We already have these. So let's go to view here right now. Everybody, I need to ask you to type your golden 7 line first. Do it right now. Okay? So I need you to say JFrame frame equal new JFrame. Alright, so your computer doesn't understand that because you need to upload the import the library. After you have that, you can say your frame can set size. And today, let's make it to bigger. Let me see, 800, 600, because we want to show the flag. And frame.setTitle, and we want to say American flag. All right, then after that, you want to set default close operation, so you can have a X. It's JFrame typing dot exit unclose. Once you finish that, now we're going to say frame set visible and to true. So these will give you an empty frame. Did I type anything wrong? Yeah. Hold on. Let me retype this, okay? All right, so now this will give you an empty frame. This will give you empty frame. So you want to run it as Java application, and this will give you an empty frame right here. All right, so this empty frame right here is the title, say American flag. Size is 800, 600. You have X. The X is come from this default close operation, so you can close it. All right, then you be able to see this right now. Now I'm going to, now you take something from the internet. So learn to do this. You take the resource. You take the resource from internet. Because Java is more or less like asks you to use the resource. Like if you play Lego, most likely you use the Lego set already have the prince already there and castle already there. Just put them architecture. You are more like architecture. Okay, so we already see that we already have called American flag. Okay, that's a, and type exactly the same name. All right, type exactly. You have a name here, so look at the name, check the name, double check, make it exactly the same name. It's okay. And myflag equal new and American flag. For this one, I have to, for this one, I have to give you that here I have to say 300 and 200. All right, now this one I need to explain to you. I need to come in back here, make American flag here. All right, so this you need to learn this right now. The reason is this is here. The American flag here has a constructor. Do you see that? This is called constructor. Constructor has a constructor. The constructor requires you to give the initial value. So that's why this one I need to give initial value. So with 300, 200, maybe, yeah, 200, fine. All right, so it has to be this. All right, it has. So now this line 12 say, look, there's an internet has an American flag. So line 12 is like create a connection, all right, to use American flag. All right, so line 12 is create connection. So it just say, look, I have American flag, it's going to call my flag. And because American flag require me to set initial size, so I provide initial size right now. All right, so line 12 is preparation work. It doesn't go to your frame yet. If you run this program, no, you don't see the flag yet until you say this. Until you say this, frame.add, then you add the name you're going to add here. Can anyone tell me what will be the good name you put here? What will be the appropriate name you're going to put here? You're going to put American flag or you're going to put my flag? What are you going to put right here?
My flag.
That's right. You have to use control. You cannot use class. Class is blueprint. All right. So once you put right this, and you can run it right now. So you run as Java application, and you view your American flag. That's your American flag right here. All right. So if you change this size here, you change to 400, 200, and you run it again. Now it's 400, 200. All right. So I hope you understand this program. I'll come back to review one more time, but I hope you understand this American flag. This American flag, one more time. This American flag, you are use internet resource. But as a programmer, you need to you need to learn how to use the internet resource. So this American flag has and every single class, every single object you are going to use in the future, write the same way, exactly the same way. So that's why you know how to do it. And when you become a programmer, you follow the same way. You don't run your own sky. Do you understand? If all of us follow the exactly the same way to create a class. So your class, for example, you create zombie. I really don't care how you write that zombie, but you got to tell me that zombie. How do I initialize your zombie? Can I write? Can I have a small zombie, large zombie, whatever, in any location? Do you understand? If you and I write it exactly the same way, other people can use it. So your thing can be on internet. That's how you use other people too. So this American flag, so we are going to teach you follow the exactly rules as a Java programmer. If you want to create something called American flag, public class American flag, it depends on how you're going to extend, most like J component, J panel, whatever. All right. So if this flag you are providing, look this flag, you are providing the user to have the flexibility to control the length and width, right? The width and height. If you are giving, if you don't, like your Carmen and your Factorial, you don't give them any option, then don't worry about it. But this, yes, a good program from now on, for this, you are giving your user an opportunity to decide what's the width, what's the length. That is called variable. That variable has to define right here. That variable has to define right here. Understand? All right. So once it's defined right here, then you have to provide constructor. You have, because only constructor will allow you to have the opportunity to see, allow you to have opportunity to set. Understand? All right. So now one more time this program to demonstrate how in the future you're going to create a class. You create class as a product and for other people to use it. In order to do that, you must follow exactly the same way I teach you to write it. That's how other people learn Java to do it. Then we can use this and other people can use it. All right, so I'm going to